Hello, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. And in this series we will follow Aloy on her journey to complete all of the side quests throughout the map after completing the story mode, so that we have plenty of weaponry at our disposal. So we are currently here on the map, and our next nearest available side quest is just northwest of us. So we're just going to go over and have a look, and there is a campfire nearby, so we can jump straight over to the Hunters Gathering Village. There we go. And once over here we should find someone who needs our assistance, and apparently it's this lady up here. So let's see what we can do to help her.
Little Spark. Name's Jira. I run this fine watering hole.
I like what you've done with the place. Something troubling you, Jira?
When the Karja fort opened, I got word that my husband had come looking for me. But only the word made it to the fort. He didn't.
You have a husband?
Kendrick. Beat him in an arm wrestling match. I left him behind when I left the claim. Some metal sellers passed him at the bridge near the glare break. Seeing as you drift on the wind, Little Spark.
If I'm out that way, I'll look for him, but do you want him to find you, Jira?
Ever have those mornings when you wake up without all the answers? Still, I'll be heading up to the fort to resupply. Luck on your travels. How's that wrestling arm?
So we are asked to track down and locate this young lady's husband who has disappeared. Oh look, another quest. We'll come back for you later. In the meantime, we have quite a distance to travel, as you can see on the map here. It is a significant way, and hopefully when we get to our destination we can find... Ooh, there isn't very many campfires nearby. I think the nearest one is going to be this one here, so we will manage to get at least partially all the way there, where we are going to have to hoof it the remainder. So that has got us at least 2/3 distance covered, and we are now going to run the rest of the way, and hopefully we might even be able to pick up some resources along the way. But eventually we will make it to the bridge that we need to find, and oh look, another side quest. Again, we will come back for you later.
You're telling how many people pass this way.
So we need to track the young lady's husband, and luckily enough he has a cart, and tracking a horse and cart is somewhat easier. If I can find the tracks. It's going this way. So yeah, this will be somewhat easier than just tracking someone on foot. Don't worry mate, we'll get to you eventually. So all we've got to do now is track the cart track basically, and this will hopefully lead us to our ward's husband, or wayward husband shall we say. I can see some rather large machines in the distance, so let's prepare ourselves just in case. So this guy is going all around the houses. It turns out we found something.
It's around here. Someone's possessions. Kendrick's?
So it would appear that our friend is losing things from his cart.
Either he fell, or...
So onwards with the hunt, and he is now off on foot, which is slightly more annoying to track, because they can suddenly turn off and you run off in the wrong direction and lose the tracks. Or at least I do. I'm not very good at this. So eventually we should come across some other bits and pieces, as we have just done here. It looks like a crate of some kind ahead of us. So let's go and investigate this.
At least he's easy to follow. I just hope he's okay.
So with the amount of items that this gentleman is dropping on his path, he should not be very difficult to track down. And I don't think with the amount of stuff he's carrying, he's moving very fast at all. So we should be able to catch him up relatively quickly if we can stop using focus. Unfortunately, it's very hard to miss, very easy to miss things in amongst all the brush and snow and all the rest of it here. So I am going to move somewhat carefully to start with. And what we have down here is a large barrel that I want to go and investigate. Let's see if we can't scare these guys off. It seems that half of them have turned directly towards me. We may have to eliminate a few of these. No, they're running away. Well done. Off you go. No, 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 no. You're going the wrong way, mate. You are going... What are you looking at? What are you... Yeah? What are you looking at? Have that. Come on. Shoot him. Shoot him. Go on. I want it. That's it. I do love hitting these tramplers right where it hurts the most. I think that's enough for now. I think they've got the message. Let's go and investigate the barrel. As soon as I remember where it was. That's not it. Where's the barrel? Where's the barrel? Ah, barrel.
The barrel. This scent reminds me of... Yes, Aaron's breath. So did it roll downhill?
So, our ward, or our target, as I like to call them, must be close by. And these guys are getting a bit close for comfort. But as long as they don't get any closer, I think we might just be able to get away with this. That should keep them at bay for a little while longer. So, onwards, and we need to find our victim. After obviously restocking our arrows. Can never get those tear blast arrows. So it looks like the man we are looking for is up here somewhere. Trying to keep out of everybody's way. And it looks like that would be him right there. So let's go and see what he has to say for himself.
Am I glad to see you, stranger?
Are you Kendert? I'm a friend of Jira's.
Huh? I'm a husband of Jira's.
She heard you'd gone missing. I tracked you. What happened?
I was coming to join her. A sandstorm blew in, I sought shelter. It didn't work out. And here I am getting read as a Karja priest, my goods scattered in a herd of tramplers. There's only so much you can do to make me look less of an idiot. But could you get back my scrapper sap?
That would be the stuff down there with the herd of tramplers?
I'm not proud, I'm just a brewer, and maybe 5 bottles of that is worth more than I am to Jira.
So we have a side quest on our side quest, and this gentleman has requested that we retrieve some of his beer bottles. And unfortunately they're down in that valley where all those tramplers are. And what you'll soon notice as well is when I take out these tramplers, almost every single one of them ends up laying on one of the bottles, and it's very difficult for me to find them. But we need to first of all clear the area of enemies, and he just moved at the last second. Let's try this again, shall we? So all we've got to do once we've eliminated all of these bad
Hardy little
boys
plant.
is
You'll help.
locate these bottles. Here's one of them now. And there are 5 of these to collect. Each one is highlighted with a green icon. But as you can see, there are tramplers all over the place, and many of them also have green icons, showing that they have more valuable resources.
I'd have to ditch something.
And as you can see, I'm having trouble because they are laying on the bottles, having a bit of trouble collecting up the bottles. So we have 3 bottles so far. There are 2 more somewhere in this valley, and by this point I'm starting to think that all of them are underneath a trampler somewhere. So we're going to have to search each and everybody, and hopefully we can find the last 2 bottles. And I am aware there are a load of glint hooks in the distance, and if they spot these corpses of the tramplers, they will come over. They are basically scavenger machines, and if they see dead machines, they will come over and harvest parts themselves, just like we do. Unfortunately, if we see them and they see us, it does mean a battle to the death, usually for them. So we're still wandering around. I have managed to find a campsite, but we are still eluded by the last 2 bottles. And they've got to be around here somewhere. I've pretty much covered everywhere. I think we may have one here. Do we? Yes, we do. So, one more to go. So all we've got to do now is find the last of the green labels or icons. There's one here. This could be it. This could be it. Yes, we found our last bottle. Excellent. So all that's left for us to do now is to return up that mounting. As you can see, it is quite a way, but that gives us plenty of time to restock our arrows. We're going to go back up and we're going to speak to the drunk gentleman here, who is clearly not wearing enough clothes to be up a snowy mountain. So we need to make our way all the way back up. Ignore the marker. I don't know why it's pointing off in the other direction there.
Huntress, thank you. Oseram's finest, this stuff. Keeps you warm in a snowstorm, strips the grit out of a gear wheel.
Kendert, why did you set out so unprepared?
Hammer to steel of the matter is, I did it for love. When Jira said she wanted to leave the claim, I consulted with the Ilderman. I won't repeat what they said. You won't like it.
You've got me curious.
No, I've already dug myself a hole deep enough to swallow a thunderjaw. It was my mistake not going with her. I've had time enough to see that. Maybe it's not too late.
You'll find her stocking up at Day Tower. Good luck.
So we can leave this gentleman here. He's going to make his way very slowly back to his wife, and in the meantime we are going to jump ahead of him and we are going to speak to her ourselves. So we're just going to use the campsite. I think this one will be the best option. Make our way back to the village, and we are now looking for the young lady who has lost her husband. And as I can see, there is yet another quest here. I think we've already spotted this guy, and we will come back for him at a later date. But here is our young lady friend.
Little Spark. Any sign of that man?
I found him, Jira. I think you two will have a lot to talk about.
I like a good story. And a good drink. It's why I'm good at what I do.
He's bringing you both. Kendert wants to be with you. He regrets that he took the word of the Ilderman.
Women know their place in the claim, was their word. It's the Karja's son that bakes their brains and gives them such thoughts.
That's...
The tribe. You can't bear a grudge. It'd make you go mad. My silly man. Little Spark, how can I thank you? There'll always be a drink for you at Hunter's Gathering.
So that is the 2 old acquaintance side mission taken care of. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.